You belong in a museum!
What?
I'm Bellic! Respect me!
Didn't I kill
Get
you
off
already?
my sight! No one messes with Bellic's dig! These ruins are mine!
You think you've won?
This thing is a phase 2.
You think defeating me means anything? Northern UIM. It was not so long ago when even the thought of the wilderness filled you with dread. Allow me to remind you of that feeling. Strike me down 1,000 times, my power will only grow. It will consume you. It will corrupt you. You will beg for the PKers to end your suffering. I'm Bellic. Respect me. Get off my sight. Taste my knowledge. These ruins are mine. No one messes with Bellic's dig. Reign of knowledge. Reign of knowledge. Run back to Relica, little Rakkal. Reign of knowledge. Reign of knowledge.
What's wrong with North Guy?
Looks like your standard run-of-the-mill mid-series crisis.
Is it because his hat looks really dumb?
I'm guessing it's because he's 22 episodes in and he's only killed one real boss.
But it could be the hat.
It could be the hat.
Good morning, Sigley the Huntsman. Morning, Olaf the Bard. Good morning, Denla the Programmer. Wait a minute. Good morning, Rakkal. I'm here to talk to you today about Northern UIM's very first sponsor, Boot.dev. Boot.dev has gamified the learning process. You'll learn back-end web development from start to finish in Python, SQL, and Go, and you'll learn by doing what you'll actually do at a job, building real projects. I tried out their Learn to Code in Python course since it's a language I didn't study in school, and the achievements and the XP bar going up are really satisfying. In fact, I was so focused on hitting level 10, I didn't realize I had already completed 3 chapters of the course. Boot.dev has an active Discord community to help you if you ever get stuck. Each course has a free demo of the interactive experience, and it's risk-free with a 30-day no questions asked refund policy. Go to boot.dev and use my code JEPRITE to get 25% off your entire first year on the annual plan. It's a great way to learn a new skill while supporting the channel. Thank you to boot.dev for sponsoring this video. Welcome back to the Kuras-locked Ultimate Ironman. In the last video, we killed 2,700 Kurasks, going over 2.5 times the drop rate for the leaf-bladed battle axe. This episode, I'm not killing a single one. We are officially on Kurask hiatus. Don't get me wrong, I am enjoying the Kurask grind. It's super chill, not in the wilderness, the looting bag is looking the best it's ever looked, ignore these items. But I've been neglecting my melee stats for far too long. And while the axe is a great start, there's a lot of training in my future, and I want the best melee gear I can get my hands on. And that includes the Berserker Ring. Also, the goal of Northern UIM has always been to defeat every boss in the north. And, in my opinion, it's about goddamn time we made some progress. Dagannoth Rex is an incredibly difficult and complex boss with a large amount of skill expression. You hit him with magic until he dies. But therein lies the problem. You see, Flames of Zamorak is way too expensive. Firewave, well, Windwave now is the same max hit, but that's still pretty expensive and it's kinda slow. Clearly, there's only one viable option. But I already did that once, and it was terrible, and I think I've suffered enough, and also I've been carrying around this granite shield in my looting bag for this boss, and I'm afraid without it, the Spinalips will tear me apart. Spinalips? Spinalips?
Spinalip.
Spinalip. How is this even on here? This isn't a real word. Windblast? Way too slow. Ivan Blast? Not in the north. Thameron Scepter? Unironically would be kind of decent. I'd use it if I had one. I mean, how do I even decide? It's not like this even matters that much. I just need to pick one and... Oh yeah. Magic Dart, with the Enchanted Slayer staff, has a max hit of 26 against my current Slayer assignment and is roughly half the price of Windwave. I just need two things, a Slayer's Enchantment, you know, that thing I alked like 50 of, and a Dagannoth task. Okay, skip the lizards. That was an unfortunate misclick, but it's no big deal. Greater. This is the most dangerous task I do. On my first task back in the Wildy in like a year. NPC Contact has a cancel option now? That's actually really nice. No, it's fine. I'm not canceling it. Hey, we got one. Should I skip the rest of this task? I am tempted. Level 90 range, the first level 90 on Northern UIM. I am deathpiled right now, but you might be wondering why I'm risking all of this. Well, I have a spare black d'hide body, and I really don't mind losing the penance gear. The way I look at it is, if someone kills me, I free up a spot in the looting bag, and I get to play more Barbarian Assault. Honestly, they'd be doing me a favor. Task complete. We did not die. 101 Wilderness Slayer tasks. Now for the second part of this. We're gonna need a Dagannoth task, which I will immediately get on my first try. Zygamites is a fantastic task to test out that new cancel feature. Used to have to run all the way to Turiel for that one. Bloodvelds. I was really hoping this wouldn't take a while. With how often I'm using the Fremennik Slayer dungeon and the Telly to the Slayer Tower, an Eternal Gem would be such an amazing item for this account. I have to remake my Slayer ring like 4 or 5 times a day. Got a load of nothing. Greater Demons, we are not going into the wilderness for this. I have 2,700 Slayer points, and while there are a few rewards I'd like to buy from the shop, I should have more than enough to skip the wilderness only tasks. Hellhounds. I would like to skip this one too. But that's a bad idea. Task complete. Today I learned you can safe spot aberrant specters at max range using a short bow. Task completed for about 7,000 herbs. I am once again completely out of swamp tar, so hopefully we get this Dagannoth task soon or I'll have to grab some more. Fire giants is a skip. Basilisks. 83 hit points. Hey, that's pretty cool. Another piece of the light mystic set checked off. Those look like human hands, and I don't like them. 71 Slayer. Worm task, that's another skip. Back to Bloodvelds.
Hello there.
Huh. Okay, that guy teleported away, that's really good. What's the best way to do this? Wait, I'm already on Lunars. It's so easy. Okay, we really want this to be summer pies. Man, never lucky. There's a shortcut on Waterbirth Island that bypasses the Rune Thronax doors and makes getting to DKs super easy. And I'm 2 agility levels short, so that would have saved me a whole bunch of time. Rune Thronaxes, this is our backup plan. But we're not gonna need it, because we're about to get the summer pies right. That is the worst loot I've ever seen. Also, this took me about 3 hours. I'm leaving. Side quest complete-ish. I guess I could have just trained agility. Nah, that's dumb. Who would want to do that? Fellas. 55 herblore, that is super strength potions, very useful. And Irrit Tar. Unlike the other 4 herbs, Irrit Tar gives less XP than its equivalent potions, so I don't think it's worth making. Aberrant Spectre task complete. Surely this is the Dagonoth task. I'm not doing that. Definitely not doing that. Come on. Yes. Okay. It's DK's time. 144 of them, so we have 144 kills to get the Berserker ring, or we lose 8 max hits on the Slayer staff. No pressure. I got 1 ticked by the weeds on my herb run. This game sucks. 53 farming. Massive level coming in right here. This is level 76 fishing. That's right, after 22 episodes, I can now catch the raw shark and complete the fremennik trials. So here's the plan. For my ideal Rex inventory, I'm looking at 17 spaces for food. Currently, my best option, cheesy potatoes, heal 16 each. Upgrading to sharks represents an additional 68 hit points per trip. Also, I'll be using sharks for pretty much every non-wilderness boss going forward, so this feels like a very worthwhile investment. Though I will need to get 11 more cooking levels first. Dropping over some Kurass loot for space, the papayas and coconuts are just for bond money anyway. White berries are useful, but I'll get more later, so I think it should be fine. My method for trading cooking is pretty simple. Chop some logs, buy some fish from the shop on Yatazo, and cook them right here. Level 70 cooking, I'm getting about 105k XP an hour, which is quite good. It looks like it's going to be about 12 hours to level 80. Level 71 cooking, 72 cooking, 73. 84 magic. That actually gives me a max hit with magic dart. It's now 27. This cooking grind is a little annoying. I'm constantly having to teleport out to chop more logs, and I didn't realize this when I started, but there isn't a single tree on Yatazo. And while it is true I could just make a fire on my main, what if, instead, Ents drop noted logs? So I'm just gonna chop a bunch here and unnote them at the bank. Oh, it's a medium wildy task, sweet. This would be a bit faster if I had a rune axe, but unfortunately I only have one good way to get one, and I'm still on Kurass hiatus. I'm not killing a single one this video, I promise. Oh, I can't even burn the U-logs. I think that was a waste of time. 74 cooking, 75. Okay, I had a really silly idea. Oh, this actually works. So normally when you cook food, you get this menu that pops up asking you how many you want to cook. But if you only have one food of a certain type, it just cooks it immediately, in one game tick. Now, this is the most click-intensive training method I have ever done on any account, ever. It is not sustainable. But for a brief moment, I was getting 227k XP an hour, which is likely the highest XP rate I will ever see on Northern UIM. Level 52 fire making. I think I'm ready to start using an alt for this. Oh, well, 86 fire making on my group Ironman. And that is level 80 cooking. We now have the level to cook sharks. Alright, let's do this. There's the enchanted Slayer staff. Gotta kill a few unicorns for anti-poison. Ah yes, the priceless heirloom you gave me as a sign of trust and gratitude. Yeah, that one. Yeah, you wanna buy 7 of them? Alright, there's the granite body, and that should be the last item we need. Looking real heavy, but very tanky as well. Full inventory of food, we are ready. It's time to finally enter Waterbirth Dungeon. Well, we've been here before. God, I hate these crabs. But this will be the first time we've ventured down the ladder. Thankfully, I do have the level for this shortcut. Probably saves a minute or two. Ow! They don't seem happy I'm here. Did that guy just... Oh no, he went into the standard cave, we're fine. I know this is possible. We just need to get a little lucky with where the other DKs are standing. Ow. Oh, Prime. Is this it? Supreme, don't you do it. Okay, we're in. Just need to pull Rex over here. There we go. And just like that, it's time to sit back, recline, and enjoy some incredible bossing gameplay. And yes, I know all of that was completely unnecessary. Most people get here by just having another account run in first, but you know what? I stand alone, damn it. Unless it involves lighting fires. While I'm AFK here, I want to talk about a change I'm making to Northern UIM going forward. I've said before that my ultimate goal on this account is to kill every boss in the north, but after the blitz at the end of last season where I killed Calvarion, Spindle, and Ardio in about 45 minutes, I realized that if all I need is a single KC, I could probably cheese most of the bosses on this list right now. And that doesn't feel like a very satisfying endgame. Because of this, I'm making a slight change to my goal. Instead of killing every boss a single time, I'm revising it to receive a unique from every boss in the north. So that's any new collection log slot. Kinda like a trophy, if you will. And luckily, we did get the fedora from our few kills at Crazy Archaeologist, so we're still good there. Now, will I regret this decision in the future? Almost definitely. But formulating strategies and planning ahead are some of my favorite things to do in this game, so ultimately, I think it'll be more fun. This rule change doesn't really affect Rex, since I'm going to be killing this thing until we get the Berserker ring regardless, but it is worth noting that just because we're getting our first KC right here, does not mean we're crossing it off the list. We need to get a unique. We're done with Rex. Okay, I do still need the Berserker ring, but I could leave if I wanted to. There is no longer any legal obligation for me to remain here. KC number 4. Rock Shell Pants. Yeah, I guess if I soil mine, these will come in handy. And that's 10 KC, which I believe is a combat task. Dagonoth Rex Champion. We are actually on pace to run out of staff charges before the end of the task. I'm using up about 20 per kill. What is that, 115 left? Oh god. What's the drop rate on this ring? Okay, kill number 17, which will be the last of the trip. Nothing. Nothing since the axe, at least. I do have supplies for another few kills, but my clue scrolls are despawning, so I'll be right back. Unfortunately, the Dragon Axe is not worth keeping. Apart from having one of my favorite spec animations,
You know there's dropping angels
which actually used to be an attack that lowered defense and magic. The only woodcutting I have planned for the future involves oak trees, and at my level, a rune axe already has a 100% success rate at chopping oaks, so this just gets sold. Alright, ready to go for trip number 2. First try? First try? This is the worst day of my life. 25 KC, that is Dagonoth Rex Adept. Okay, kill number 35 is where this trip's gonna end. So I'm getting 17 to 18 kills per hour, which is pretty damn decent. Very happy with the Enchanted Slayer staff. While it lasts, at least. That is a Berserker ring right there. That is a wonderful thing to see. Let's go! +4 strength bonus, that is our best in-slot melee ring. And only 48 KC. I'm really happy we didn't go dry on this. I did not want to hunt for another Slayer enchantment and another Dagonoth task. It's finally time to put this axe to use. Fighter torso from the POH. Got ourselves some climbing boots, easy 2 strength bonus. Plus 117 strength, looking real strong. For once, I am not visiting the ore store, because this man here sells every piece of mithril armor. I unlocked the Warriors Guild in episode 5. And now, 17 videos later, I'm going for the Dragon Defender. Okay, it's 400 tokens. We got 40 minutes in the cage. Alright, this axe is awesome. I guess it's completely outshined by the zombie axe nowadays, but you rarely get a reason to use a slow, strong melee weapon like this. My max hit is currently 27. God, the animation just feels so chunky, you know? 71 strength, and that's 92 combat. That is the first combat level this account has gotten in a very long time. This lamp should get us an Herblore level. There it is, 56 Herblore, 72 strength. We got the first 5 defenders in under 75 Cyclopes, and that string of luck has since ended. Alright, Dragon Defender, not bad at all, only took about 4 hours. Oh, my mithril armor is still standing in the corner. I'm just leaving it there, you can reclaim it for free if it despawns. Granite Shield, you served me well. Yeah, so this is our best in slot melee gear until I guess Bandos, right? Bandos and a whip? That'll be a little while. But our melee training arc starts right now. But I made a promise not to kill any Kuras this video, therefore it must end right now. Goodbye.